live and uncut, distant learning. Mr. Zell's gifted in high achieving classroom, man. Palm Beach County, COVID-19, coronavirus, all of that stuff right here. We bring a little distant learning to the classroom, man. We can't bring you out here right now with me, man. We're keeping the social distance and all that good stuff. But again, man, for this Unit 7 test, what we figured we would do is come on out and show you a little bit of this plant and animal adaptation. Looking specifically at the Florida mangrove. So in the next few pictures and videos, it'll be specifically about the Florida mangrove and how its adaptations help it survive out here in between this salt water and fresh water. So a plant that kind of grows between the both of them, man, between some salt water and some fresh water. We'll take a look at that. So again, live and uncut, Florida mangroves. Check us out. So we taking a look, man. Right here, what we notice is this is coming from the tree itself. So the tree itself drops down, it anchors itself into the soil, what looks like sand. And as it does that, man, it continues to kind of like move forward. So this Florida mangrove started over here, and what it's done is started to move closer towards the ocean itself. So in a second, what we'll be doing is going out towards the ocean, taking a look at how far the mangrove has moved. What we see again are a lot of the roots that are anchoring themselves into the ground, and it's going to hold the plant in place. So again, just like as roots do in our traditional plants, the same thing is happening right here with the Florida mangrove. So in continuing to kind of go out just to show us a few things. Oh, take a look. I want to show you guys a crab, man, and here's one. He was hiding. That was probably me. I shouldn't have did it. I kind of came too close to his own habitat. But if we take a look, I see a few more. Look down there in the bottom right. You see a couple back there. You gotta really look close, man, when you're out here. Again, I see a lot of the shells and barnacles and things like that that are attaching themselves to the roots of the plant and rocks around. It's a perfect feeding place, man, when it's a high tide for a lot of our fish. So again, you might be able to see a few fish jumping up in the water as they might be running from some of their own predators. So again, focusing in on the Florida mangrove. Take a look at that. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna see a little new growth, we're gonna see a few things as we go out into the water. All right. So again, MacArthur State Park was closed. This is the kayak entrance. So you can kind of come out here. I already have my wading shoes on, so I'm kind of prepared. The water feels great. Again, we're still under COVID-19, coronavirus, virtual learning, and bringing it to you. So you guys can still see from another angle, coming from the ocean inland, what the Florida mangroves look like. So in a second, we're going to go inside and we'll take a look at the Florida mangroves. And again, as they're trying to anchor themselves onto the ground from here. When it's high tide, some of those are already kind of like anchored in the ground. So you'll see that some of them do have support already where they're already anchored in the ground. A few adaptations again. The plant, man, it's out in this salt water. So what has to happen for the plant to be able to live is that the plant needs to be able to remove some of the salt from itself. If it doesn't, the plant's gonna die. How does the plant remove the salt from itself? We're gonna talk about that in just a second. But right now, what I want you guys to kind of focus in on is what does it look like when it begins to grow? So right here, what I'm gonna show you is this is the Florida mangrove itself. Right here in the palm of my hand, you'll see that it has this point down here at the bottom where my hand is. It'll continue to grow downward. As it grows downward, it'll attach itself again to that same space. At that point, it will continue to move the plant. So again, growing downward into the water, growing downward into the water, we can see again, if we go underneath, we'll see a little bit better. So I'm going to go around and get a better picture, a little bit more video. Again, follow me through some of our very own Florida mangroves. Check this out, man. The water feels great. It's nice and warm. I'm getting plenty of this vitamin D. Plenty of vitamin D during this coronavirus. The vitamin D is supposed to help out with increasing our immune system. So I'm out here, man, trying to do my best to stay healthy, stay COVID free. And again, like we were saying, take a look. Take a look. So I didn't want to keep you guys too long, man, but I did want to point out a few things about the Florida mangrove and how it grows and how it continues to survive over so many years, growing within this salt water, this brackish type water that we see right here. And before I leave, I did want to point out one thing. I know that was part of the question, was again, how does it remove that salt from the water? It does it right here. If you guys take a look at this cluster of leaves right here, you notice one thing different about all of these leaves. That's right, one of them's yellow. And the reason that one is yellow is because they call it a sacrificial leaf. That sacrificial leaf itself sacrifices itself to where the rest of the tree itself can't continue to survive. So that's one awesome tree where it sacrifices itself so that others might be able to survive. And again, this is right here. And what we'll notice is that if you take a look, man, throughout, you'll start to see about one yellow leaf per cluster as it's removing the salt from the water. That leaf will die out, and then the rest of the tree itself, or the mangrove, will continue to grow. So again, take a look at that. Again, I'm at MacArthur State Park. We got a few people kayaking. They'll be a part of the video not knowing. Sorry about that. Again, Distant Learning 2020, Riviera Beach, Westward Elementary, West Palm Beach, International Baccalaureate Program, all that good stuff I could say. But brought to you by your very own Mr. Rigel. Mr. Rigel, coming straight out of East Chicago, coming straight out of Benedict College, Columbus, South Carolina, and coming straight from Westward Elementary. Brought to you live.